big me. Thank you all for coming out to this today. You know, the fans that wait in line for things, you're our favorite fans. So give yourselves a big hand. I'm Matt Selman, I'm the current showrunner of the show. And thank you. And we're going to show you an exclusive look. No one's ever seen the entirety of this before, until now, until you. Of an exclusive Disney Plus Simpsons episode that's going to be dropping on Disney Plus August 28th. I'm very proud of it. It's called Yellow Mirror. It's a little bit like Halloween. You like Halloween, right? Yeah. It's a little bit like the show Black Mirror, which maybe you have an opinion on. And so it's two kind of spooky segments. One of them is, I'm going to set it up a little bit, written and produced by a terrific writer-producer, Carolyn Omine. And thank you for her, she's the best. The first one is beautifully sad. It's just very sad. We've had a lot of fun on the show, let's be sad. And the second one is very spooky and scary and kind of an inadvertent Simpsons predicted it version of a little movie called Toy Story 5. So, but we did ours actually first. Theirs just dropped first. Anyway, so please enjoy this Simpsons Disney Plus exclusive Yellow Mirror. Thank you guys. Thank you for, I just love that. I'm so proud of it and proud of all the writers and animators and voice actors and musicians and everyone. We're just still really in love with the show and we feel the love from you guys. So thank you so much. I didn't say that for clapping, but okay, let's introduce our panel here. We've been working so hard on the show and a little thing called the new Simpsons movie. So our amount of panel preparation time has been slight. So we're just going to wing it today. It's going to be like kind of a look inside the writer's room. And so let's introduce the first and original writer of The Simpsons, the most important Simpsons writer, Matt Groening. Mike Price, Jazz Conrad, Rob Lazemick, and Tim Long. So, they gave me a clicker. Forward, back. Forward, back. So, you know, the lifeblood of the show is the writers, I would like to think. And the money blood is the Disney. Anyway, so we're just gonna talk about some of the shows we're excited about, like the one you just saw, that's gonna be airing this fall on Fox. So Mike Price produced and supervised one, and I'm gonna show you a clip and he's gonna speak extensively about it now.
Yeah, this is our season premiere. It's called The Children's Book Job, written by Dan Feber, who wrote the original episode called The Book Job a few years ago. Real quickly, that's Emma Thompson next to Homer there. She plays a famous British children's book author who is coming to Springfield to speak at the school for a fundraiser. Marge asks Homer to pick her up at the airport. Things go bad from there. Have an insane adventure, somewhat in a loving reference to a movie that probably can't be shown anymore called Get Him to the Greek.
We're only doing canceled movies now.
It's the most canceled cast of a movie ever. But anyway, that's our show. That's our season premiere. It's really funny.
But that show, what kind of got us excited about this episode, the children's book job, was an attempt, the beginning of it, the genesis was, we love children's books. You guys all love children's books like Richard Scarry books and Make Way for Ducklings and Stinky Cheese Man and all of these things. So there's a loving, super love letter, super fantasy visual sequence to all these beloved, children's books that kind of were the beginning of all of our, love affair with drawing and animation and comedy. So that was like an exciting thing for us to be able to do. All right, I wonder what the next one is. Let's find out. Okay. Rob?
All right, so
go deep. This is the episode we wanted to show, but we thought it would traumatize your kids.
So 28 years ago, we featured a monkey on the show. Does anybody remember the name of that monkey? Bojo, exactly, yes. The show is called Girly Edition, and we haven't really had a monkey since in a real way, so we decided it was time to bring it back.
Chimps, really.
Chimp show. And so in this episode, Bart and Lisa adopt a baby chimp, and they both turns out to have different parenting styles for the chimp, and that creates some conflict. Homer, though, becomes obsessed with the idea that when this baby chimp turns 3 or 4, as they're wont to do, he might end up tearing off Homer's face, and even worse. And then by the end of the show, so Homer gets more and more worried. By the end of the show, as you can see here, I won't give anything away, but Homer has a moment of heroism, which he's standing up for his family and redirecting some very angry chimps.
Want to say why we were afraid to show it, Rob?
I'm sorry?
Want to say why we were afraid to show that episode today?
Oh yeah, so Homer, in his terror, he has a very vivid dream sequence in which...
We couldn't show you for fear of being fired.
In which he wakes up, walks to the mirror, and in fact his face is gone, and then he's in the dream, he's rushed into the OR, and in surgery they reattach his face to his groin, and then he looks up and he sees that the surgeons are all monkeys. And so we decided that might be a little scary for our D23.
I think they could have handled it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
I thought this show has gotten weird.
Matt, what do you think? Have we gotten too weird?
No? Okay. You'll be sorry.
Matt,
Can I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
It's such a treat to be here in Anaheim at D23. I mean, it's so amazing. We all love Disney, and I just want to, for me, this moment is such an amazing culmination of all my years of coming to Anaheim to go to Disneyland. I started going to Disneyland in 1959 when I was a little kid. And my favorite time that I went to Disneyland was in the 1990s. My friends and I decided that we were going to talk like Mickey Mouse for the entire day. And we started in the parking lot, and we did a bit where we would do, this is the first part of the bit. I hope this tram ride doesn't become a slam ride. And then throughout the day, I hope the Matterhorn doesn't become a Spiderhorn. And I'll tell you just this actually is a story with a message, with a lesson. Don't talk like Mickey Mouse for an entire day at Disneyland. You will have no voice at the end of the day. And now that's...
Well, no, I mean, but I think the way we sort of operate is we kind of pitch the shows to Matt and Jim at kind of the beginning of the season, and then they're kind of surprised at the table read, like what we've whipped them up as. And then one of the great joys and terrors of our job is like, what are Matt and Jim gonna think? Like, are we insane with the Homer face on his crotch? So like, but Matt, what is it like? Remember your question, Matt. What's it like for you to like have to be nice to us when you see something you hate?
The truth is, the whole show from the very beginning has been a collaborative effort, and it's fun to have a shared vision. And yes, sometimes you guys go off in weird tangents and stuff, but it's all part of the fun. And after 800 some odd episodes, I think we can afford some experiments. I mean, to me, that's what the show is really an experiment every week in animation, trying to do something different. And I think you got to say about The Simpsons, it may be weird, it may be odd, it may be strange, but it's not like any other animated show, right?
I mean, Disney and Fox give us such freedom to put things on the show that other shows would never be allowed to do. Like, we put a giant 2-minute visual reference to this 1970s long forgotten cartoonist named Jules Pfeiffer, an episode that Mike wrote and produced. And none of the kids who know who Jules Pfeiffer is. Do any of you know who Jules Pfeiffer is? Okay, it's slight, but
Okay, wait a second. I'm going to say, Jules Pfeiffer is one of the greatest cartoonists who ever lived. He started a weekly comic strip in the Village Voice called Pfeiffer, and he wrote screenplays, and it was an amazing, amazing guy. It lasted for a long, long time. In fact, very much inspiring me to do my weekly comic strip, Life in Hell, inspired by Jules Pfeiffer. And I was once on a panel discussion with him at Comic-Con, and he said, they asked if he had any, as he was an old guy, they said, do you have any wisdom? And he said, every advance in technology brings a decline in quality. I thought that was brilliant.
Well,
Say that.
Have there been any advances recently?
Which was, by the way, that was sort of the theme of the
Right.
iPad episode.
We think Toy Story ripped us off. Pretty sure they got an early look at that. Well, let's just keep talking about what we got coming up, and then a little more peek inside the writer's room craziness vibe. Tim Long.
This is a still from our upcoming Treehouse of Horror show, which I oversaw, which I'm really proud of. It was sort of inspired by Matt Grady telling us that the one thing we wanted to get back to with Treehouse of Horror was to make them genuinely scary. And you did say that, right? This episode is pretty scary. And this is, I don't know how much we want to give away, but this is a scene between Homer and Bart that doesn't go great. Homer subsequently has to deal with the consequences of that. There's a lot of, I don't know if we're going to see any other shots from Halloween, but there's some great surprises. We have a stop motion sequence at the beginning that's a parody of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Woo indeed. It's really great. They're working on it. The people at Stupid Buddies who do Robot Chicken are working on it for us. Now, and it's starting to really come along. And I think it's going to be. I think you guys are going to love it.
Jess, do you want to talk about the segment you wrote?
Say what?
You want to talk about your segment?
Yeah, so this is the segment that I wrote with Jim also. And this is sort of a Freaky Friday Pet Cemetery mashup. I hope you don't quite notice the dead dog at the bottom of the thing. It all comes back around. He's fine. This is not canon, the dog's not dead. But it's...
Yeah, there's a sort of crazy switcheroo between Bart and the dog.
Yeah.
And laughs ensue, but scares ensue as well. So I think we're really excited for you.
And writer's room conversation that turned into script that you were using.
Yes, it's about 45 seconds about whether, well, I can just say it.
Yeah.
Whether Bart's soul enters the dog's body and the dog's soul enters Bart's body. And there's a really long conversation we had in the room about whether Bart with the dog's soul in it should be called Bart Dog or Dog Bart. And it was actually an argument that Jess and I had, and effectively ruined our friendship. I think I thought that it should be, I don't remember what side I took, but it's that
Oh, I remember our side.
that argument is recreated by Lisa and Homer, and of course, Jess's position is taken by the smart girl, and my position is taken by the dumb man.
Yeah.
So I think you ended up prevailing, and I think,
Yes.
but you're gonna be watching the episode and you'll think, wow, this argument can't go on much longer. It goes on twice as long.
Right, so Bart's soul is in the dog's body. Do you go soul first or body first? What did we land on?
What I land on. You say what you see first.
No. You say, no, the modifier is the first word. So, and what you see is second. So, Bart with the dog soul in it is Dog Bart.
You see Bart, you say that's Bart Dog. That makes sense to me.
I quit. I quit right now.
Weighing on.
There's a comment card under every chair, and you get to fill out what you guys think.
Yes, and one of us will be fired.
You know, it's interesting. Sometimes we don't have enough time to air the full best episode on Fox because we're so restricted by commercials and things. So sometimes the version you see on streaming on Hulu like the next day or on Disney Plus the next year is what we call the legacy version of the show, and it's got like an extra scene or an extra joke or a end credit sequence that we didn't have time to show. Or so in streaming, although technology is not the best often, it's been great for us in that if we're like forced into this very tight runtime on the network because of commercials and promos, we can have the longer version on streaming because we can kind of just go as long as we can afford to animate.
And we also sometimes include scenes that I would describe as NSFF, which is not safe for Fox.
That's true.
So they tend to be a little more saucy.
Right, like crotch face.
Hey, change to the next slide. I'm
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, this is not a show. This is a thing that we are selling. Now, today. It is a... What is it? It is a retro record of the Simpsons theme song and the beloved monorail song. It is donuts and donut grease and lard lad. And if you buy it, Disney gets money. Isn't that sort of the theme of D23?
This is a record you could play on a record player, is that right?
What?
Like an actual record that you can play on a record player?
Someone told me, I forgot.
That's what it is.
I think it is.
I think it is a record you can play on a record player. So I haven't seen the Simpsons booth yet, but it is there. And
It says in very tiny lettering at the bottom, vinyl available for shipping only. What does that mean?
I don't know. What is? I don't even know. I don't know.
Order it and they ship it to you for free.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Well, you had to show up and say, like, Homer should get together with Lenny, that kind of shipping. I thought that's what they were talking about.
All right. So
Let's just keep looking at it. If you stare at it for 5 minutes, it makes perfect sense.
oh, there we go. Okay, that ended. Great. I'm gonna press this button one more time for another treat. I hope you'll like. Hope it'll work. Another character we haven't seen for a while. Reminder. Oh, they sent me a reminder. No one look backwards. A little treat of character we haven't seen for a long time is coming back in a very Fast Times at Richmond High. Has anyone seen Fast Times at Richmond High? Well, you're gonna love or be disgusted by this. Right, I mean, in case anyone ever accuses us of running out of stories, the show where Sideshow Bob marries Nelson's mom. Let that make that statement accurate. Okay, should we do a little Q&A? Right, because Matt's got some prizes here. You got the prizes, right, Matt?
We got prizes.
Okay, what's the prize? Well, don't worry, Matt is not going to lunge at you and beat you like Homer Matt did in that segment. He will lunge and beat us afterwards. So what's the first prize? That's what they're asking. Oh, look at that. All right, Krusty Head, question number 1.
Hello everyone, really an honor to be here with you all. Love The Simpsons, love Treehouse of Horror. So I have a 2-part question for you. Was there ever any talks to bring Treehouse of Horror to Universal Studios for their Halloween Horror Nights, like do a maze or 2?
Well,
Disney loves that question.
well, I don't care
We're
what.
going to ask that question at U27, not D23.
Talks have definitely happened, and I can't announce it officially, but I am going to say it out loud, that we are going to begin the process of Treehouse of Horroring the Universal experience, probably first with food and with experience later. And if I'm not supposed to announce it, I apologize. Ask for permission, not forgiveness. No, wait. Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
All right, thank you. That was a great answer.
All right, give me the prize.
Hi.
thank you for doing this. Question for the panel. In 2024, Cypress Hill played the Royal Albert Hall with the London Symphony Orchestra. I was wondering if any of you attended that concert or if you had any thoughts on that.
I was gonna go, but I was too high. But yeah, that was pretty great. You know, just like it's funny how like weird ideas from in the room that just get tossed off become something that someone asks you about 30 years later. So, but I don't know. I was not in attendance.
I think it came from Cypress Hill. They wanted to do it. But that's the kind of thing where people say, Simpsons predicted it. No, we didn't. We depicted it, and then they imitated it. Like, that wasn't a prediction. I know you love the predictions. That wasn't one of them.
But we do have predictions.
Oh, yeah, of course we do, man. What do you got?
We do. That's why we've all won the lottery so many times.
Well, we have all won the lottery and get to work on this amazing show. That's better than winning the lottery.
Thank you.
Hello, my name's Steven, and on my shirt you'll see two of my favorite guest stars on the show, Stan Lee and Mark Hamill. So my question is, based on a recent comment that Nancy Cartwright said about the show ending at 40 seasons, what are your guys' thoughts of it?
Thoughts are don't let the actors talk.
There are many things about The Simpsons on the internet you cannot believe. I don't think that, my guess is that was a tossed off remark by Nancy. I don't know. I didn't, we haven't checked yet, but no, we're never gonna end. Come on.
What? Yeah, that's what we want to hear, sir.
Don't you know your favorite song? They'll Never Stop the Simpsons. that's more popular than Monorail, right? So once I was in Tokyo, we wanted to do a parody of They Didn't Start the Fire. And, the story makes me look bad. And Alf Clausen, the amazing composer, was supposed to do a parody of They Didn't Start the Fire. And I said, Alf, it has to sound like They Didn't Start the Fire. And he's like, I refuse to listen to They Don't Start the Fire. So I sang him against his wishes, They Didn't Start the Fire, over the phone from Tokyo on my 30th birthday. Okay, that's the next question.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm Mike. I have kind of a dark question, I apologize. The show's been going for 3.5 decades. You've lost some voiced cast members in that time. I'm very curious because sometimes you've retired the characters like Troy McClure or Edna Krabappel, and then sometimes you've recast the characters such as Martin Prince. I'm curious, how does that decision get made?
Bringing us down, dude.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we could ask Nancy that one, I guess. You know,
No, it's a tough thing to do. We've lost some great people, Phil Hartman and Marsha Wallace.
the rest.
You know, Brucey Taylor.
Brucey.
Yeah, I mean, amazing people. And I think part of the thinking on our part is, what would the actor want? You know, would they want their character to live on or not? So sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We had a script supervisor named Doris Grau, and she was so funny that we made a character out of her, Lunch Lady Doris. And when she died, we wanted to keep the character alive, so we changed it. It's Lunch Lady Dora now. And it's Tress MacNeille who does the voice because she did such a beautiful impression of Doris Grau. So to us, it's a tribute.
Thank you.
Wait, there's two of them there. Yeah, you can have both.
Thank you so much for everything you guys have done. I've been around since the beginning. My mom was right over there, watched Tracy Ullman show.
Hi, Mom.
And we waited every week for The Simpsons to hopefully be on Tracy Ullman. So thank you for everything. And as for someone who's been there from the beginning, and straight to you, Matt Moss, would you ever consider, and you can do it, animating a random question asker from some convention into Moe's Tavern with the regular cast of characters.
We have animators in the audience right now drawing you. Okay, so there you go.
Just draw it.
Hi, thanks for everything. I just want to ask, we're getting a second movie. What about a second Simpsons Hit and Run?
What? Could you repeat your question, please?
Since we're getting a second movie, what about a second Simpsons Hit and Run?
Oh, a second Simpsons Hit and Run. That would certainly be a treat.
I don't know. Again, speaking out of turn, I think the original game is coming back in some form. So
Another re-release?
Or
yes.
not.
Or not. Okay. By the way, one of the first Simpsons games was the Simpsons Road Rage, and people said, you can't call it road rage. That will encourage road rage. And we did it anyway, obviously. And then when the next game came out, which was Hit and Run, nobody had a problem.
Also, the lawyers of Crazy Taxi said you can't rip off Crazy Taxi. And money changed hands.
We have had fun with some recent collaborations. We did Fortnite, Simpsons, which crashed the Fortnite servers, and then we did Monopoly Go, which also giant hit. These things are people are so hungry for it. So those are fun to keep us alive in gaming too.
Yeah, I mean the Fortnite thing was really cool, and the Fortnite people really put in a lot of great Easter eggs and references from the show and jokes, and I think it's the only thing keeping Fortnite going.
Hello. As a fan of the show and the movie, what are you expecting to see as far as popcorn buckets out there for the second movie?
Sorry, help us with that question again.
What popcorn?
Oh, definitely the popcorn buckets are in the works. That's the one thing I can promise will happen, the buckets.
Yes, and they will be incredibly obscene.
That's what
We're gonna make the Dune buckets look like G-rated.
I think we've pitched on popcorn buckets more than plot of the movie.
What would the best bucket be?
Spider pig.
Spider pig. Well, that could be a popular bucket.
Spider pig.
The cow.
For you.
All right, noted. Your any popcorn bucket?
Okay.
Pitch.
What about 100 buckets, no movie? So much easier.
Actually, a question for Matt Greening. I was able to meet you at the Futurama panel last year. You and a friend had suggested for you to watch Bee and Puppy Cat. That was bought out from Netflix. Did you get to watch it, and did you like it?
Oh, I watched it. What was it again? What? I'm sorry. What? I didn't hear it. Bunny?
Bee and Puppy Cat.
I didn't hear it.
Puppy cat?
Bee and Puppy Cat.
I know. Sorry.
I'll make him watch it tonight.
No, well, I will watch it. You know what I'm into right now is Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Do you guys know that one? By the people who did Peppa Pig. And it's fantastic. It's just like Peppa Pig, except it's fairies and elves and stuff. It's really good.
I'm a big fan of the show. Thank you for all your work. I'm really happy to be here. I wanted to ask if you could do one crossover with any other TV show. I know you did Family Guy. What would that TV show be?
He did Rivalry. The people want it.
Everyone, go down the line.
Widow's Bay.
Widow's Bay.
Beat you to it.
Well, Futurama
Yeah.
is doing a crossover episode with Disenchantment. Coming up on September 21st. It's a rare crossover between Netflix and Disney.
And the critic is the main character.
You know how hard that was to make happen? And for that, you get another. Oh, you know what we should do? That we should animate this too. Life in Hell.
This has to be the last question because they're saying wrap up, please.
Thank you guys. I've gone to 3 of your panels now, so I finally get to ask a question and get a wonderful sketch. So thank you guys. I'd love to know what your favorite songs have been from The Simpsons. My personal favorite, Luke Be a Jedi Tonight.
Oh, that's good. All right, quickly. This is the last one. So everyone, favorite
I like the Planet of the Apes musical. All those.
Even Etiage.
I like Checking In with Betty Ford.
I like Streetcar.
If I can go with a later episode, I like Everything is Horrid. Everyone is Horrid except Me and Possibly You, just because it made Morrissey from the Smiths so fucking mad.
That was amazing. I've got to go old school with Monorail, I think.
All right. Well, I'm wrapping it up, people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
You guys have fun of the show.